update today on Nels News. I'm Lilik Fadhilah will take the lead for reporting the news today. Beginning for the news in this afternoon, Golkar Party has declared its political support for Jakarta Governor Basuki Cahayapurnama in next year's gubernatorial election. Ahok stated that Golkar Party has known his work all this time.
The Golkar Party has declared its political support for Jakarta Governor Basuki Cahayapurnama in next year's gubernatorial election. The acting chief of Golkar's Jakarta chapter, Yoris Raweyai, said his party's support for Ahok came without preconditions because the party wanted to offer Ahok the freedom to run as an independent candidate or on the party's ticket. He said it is up to Ahok whether he will run as an independent candidate or with Golkar. In principle, we will support him. We will even let him to run with support from his volunteer group Teman Ahok. The senior politicals further said the Golkar had coordinated with the Hanura and Nasdem parties. The supporters earlier declared their commitment to Ahok.
Landslide flood killed 35 on Indonesia's Java Island. Dozens of houses were buried in landslide and thousands of houses were inundated by flood in 16 districts and towns in Central Java province over the weekend.
At least 35 have been killed by landslides and floods on Indonesian Java Island, and many others are missing, an official said Sunday. The spokesman for the Nation Disaster Management Agency, Sutowo Purwanugroho, said that 25 villagers were still missing in the worst hit district of Purworejo, where 19 people died. He said 7 people were killed in Kebumen district and 6 in Banjarnegara district and 1 each in 3 other districts. Rescue workers, including soldiers, police, and volunteers, were still searching for the victim. Most of the flooding has receded by the residents in affected areas were encouraged to remain vigilant because heavy rains were still predicted to continue until Monday.
Indonesia seized a Chinese fishing vessel in Natuna Island and arrests its crew members for fishing within Indonesia's exclusive economic zone on the afternoon on March 19. Chinese keep refusing to stop fishing in Indonesian's water.
Indonesia Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Affairs seized a 300-ton Chinese fishing boat, Kwai Fei, and arrested her 8 crew members for fishing within Indonesia's exclusive economic zone on the afternoon of March 19. Following a brief inspection, the crews of Kwai Fei were transferred over the Hiu, after which 3 Indonesian fishery officers from the Hiu commanded the Kwai Fei. When the Hiu was either towing or escorting the Kwai Fei back to base, a Chinese Coast Guard vessel suddenly arrived on the horizon, gave chase, and rammed the Kwai Fei, forcing it to stop near the limits of Indonesian territorial sea shortly after midnight on March 20. By this time, Hiu has arrived, contacted its base for naval assistance. The Navy dispatched a Richard inflatable boat, since the Indonesian warship is permanently stationed in Natuna. At almost at the same time, a second Chinese Coast Guard vessel also appeared in the vicinity. To avoid further escalation, the Indonesian officer on Kwai Fei decided to abandon the fishing boat and return to the Hiu. Shortly afterwards, Chinese Coast Guard officer boarded the Kwai Fei to commander it away from Indonesian water. By this time, the Indonesian Navy had arrived at the location and began escorting the Quai out of Indonesian territorial sea. Following the accident, the Indonesian Fishery Ministry Susi Pujiastuti strongly protested against the Chinese Coast Guard action and vowed to summon the Chinese ambassador in Jakarta.
Lotte Group is hitting snack after snack as the conglomerate has been riddled with a series of scandals recently. And this time, prosecutors raided the company's head office as well as the workplace of its key units.
It seems like the nation's fifth largest conglomerate steady governance structure will be brought to the surface. The head office of Lotte Group and its 7 affiliates were raided by a team of some 200 investigators from the prosecutor's office on Friday. The Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office said they have secured evidence that the conglomerate key executives have jumped a claim for the company's fund by setting up a slush fund. Possibilities crept up through asset transactions between affiliates and inflating unit prices in contract with their subcontractor. The prosecution has been tracking down unusual capital flow among Lotte's group key units, including Lotte Hotel, Lotte Shopping, and Lotte Home Shopping. Homes and offices of Lotte chairman Shin Dong-bin and the company's founder Shin Kyung-ho were also combed by the prosecutors, as investigators were looking at the possibility of secret funds flowing in the Lotte founding family. Lotte Group has been riddled with a chain of scandals since last year, including an internal family feud over control of the conglomerate.
That is the last news for today. I'm Lilik Fadhilah from Nels News. Good afternoon.